It was like something out of a nightmare, a scenario no one could have ever imagined. A Boeing 777, one of the most advanced aircraft ever built, simply vanished into thin air. No mayday call, no wreckage, no sign of distress. 239 souls, gone without a trace, leaving families and friends in agonizing uncertainty. This is the story of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a mystery that still haunts the world. On March 8, 2014, MH370 departed Kuala Lumpur, its destination Beijing, China. The flight was routine, the skies were clear, and everything seemed normal. Then, somewhere over the Gulf of Thailand, the unthinkable happened. MH370 disappeared from radar without a trace. The world watched in disbelief as days turned into weeks, then months, with no answers in sight. The mystery of MH370 gripped the globe, capturing the attention of millions. Where did the plane go? What happened to the people on board? Questions that still remain unanswered. The search for answers began, a search that would become one of the most baffling and expensive in aviation history, spanning years and covering vast areas of ocean. The initial hours were crucial. Search and rescue teams from multiple countries mobilized, scouring the South China Sea. Hope flickered as signals, possibly from the plane's black boxes, were detected, but they led nowhere. As days turned into weeks, the search area expanded. Data analysis suggested MH370 had deviated from its planned course, turning south over the Indian Ocean. This was deeply troubling. It hinted at a deliberate act, but why? Theories began to swirl. Had the plane been hijacked? Was it a mechanical failure or something even more sinister? With each passing day, the mystery deepened, and with it, the anguish of the families waiting for answers grew. Finding MH370 became an obsession for investigators. The search zone, vast and unforgiving, stretched across thousands of miles of the Indian Ocean. Satellites were deployed, scanning the ocean's surface. Underwater drones were sent to depths never before explored. The pressure was immense. The world was watching, demanding answers. But the search was like looking for a needle in a haystack the size of a continent. Months turned into years, and still, there was no sign of the missing plane. The lack of evidence only fueled speculation. Conspiracy theories flourished, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered of government cover-ups, others of alien abductions. But the truth, whatever it was, remained elusive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, there were clues hidden in the vast expanse of data collected. Analysis of satellite data provided glimpses into MH370's final hours, revealing a story that was both perplexing and haunting. It painted a picture of a plane flying erratically, changing altitude frequently, as if under the control of someone determined to make it vanish without a trace. Then, there was the debris scattered across remote beaches. Pieces of the plane, confirmed to be from MH370, began washing ashore on islands thousands of miles from the suspected crash site, carried by the relentless ocean currents. This confirmed the plane had met a tragic end, but it did little to explain why or how it had ended up so far from its intended path. The debris, along with the satellite data, pointed to a remote and desolate area of the southern Indian Ocean, far from any usual flight routes. But the terrain was treacherous. The ocean floor a labyrinth of underwater mountains and canyons, making the search even more daunting. Finding the wreckage in this environment would be a monumental task, requiring advanced technology and relentless determination. The lack of a definitive explanation for MH370's disappearance led to a proliferation of theories. Some were plausible, others far-fetched, but all shared one thing in common. They highlighted the terrifying unknown at the heart of this mystery. One theory proposed a sudden decompression event, incapacitating the crew and leaving the plane to fly on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. Another suggested a deliberate act by the pilot, a rogue pilot deliberately steering the plane off course. Yet another theory, more sinister still, proposed a hijacking, with the plane flown to a remote location and its occupants taken hostage. Each theory presented a chilling scenario, each more unsettling than the last. Driven by a mix of hope and determination, the search for MH370 continued. New technologies were deployed, including autonomous underwater vehicles capable of scanning vast areas of the ocean floor. The search effort was unprecedented in its scale and complexity. Yet, despite the best efforts of international teams, the ocean held its secrets close. Years passed, and the search was eventually suspended, leaving families and loved ones in a painful limbo, their questions unanswered, their grief unresolved. The suspension of the search did not diminish the desire for answers. Independent investigators continued to pore over the data, determined to find a solution to this perplexing puzzle. Their work, though challenging, offered a glimmer of hope that one day, the truth might be revealed. The search for MH370 was marked by moments of hope, quickly followed by crushing disappointment. Each new lead, each promising piece of evidence ultimately led to a dead end. The emotional toll on the families already grappling with unimaginable loss was immeasurable. There were instances where debris, believed to be from MH370, was discovered, only to be later discounted. These false dawns compounded the family's pain, offering a fleeting glimpse of closure before snatching it away. The lack of a definitive answer, a concrete explanation for what happened to their loved ones, left families in a state of perpetual mourning. The uncertainty was unbearable, the silence deafening. They deserved answers, but the answers remained elusive. Beyond the technical details and the search for wreckage, there were 239 human stories at the heart of the MH370 tragedy. Lives cut short, dreams shattered, families left incomplete. Their loss served as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of human connection. Among the passengers were couples on honeymoon, families returning from vacation, business travelers on their way to meetings, each with their own story, their own hopes and aspirations. Their absence left a void in the lives of those who knew and loved them. The families of the victims, united by grief and a desperate need for answers, became a powerful voice, demanding the truth and ensuring the world never forgot the tragedy of MH370. Years after MH370 vanished, it remains one of the most enduring mysteries of our time. The lack of a definitive explanation has fueled speculation and conspiracy theories, capturing the imagination of the public and inspiring countless books, documentaries, and online forums dedicated to unraveling the truth. The mystery of MH370 serves as a stark reminder of the limits of our understanding. Despite our technological advancements, our ability to track and monitor aircraft, there are still gaps in our knowledge, events that defy easy explanation. The disappearance of MH370 challenged our assumptions about aviation safety and security. It exposed vulnerabilities in our systems and raised uncomfortable questions about what we don't know and what we can't control. The question continues to haunt us. What really happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370? Was it a tragic accident, a mechanical failure, a deliberate act, or something else entirely? The lack of a definitive answer only deepens the mystery. Some experts believe the most likely explanation is a deliberate act by the pilot, perhaps a case of suicide or hijacking. Others point to possible mechanical failures, such as a catastrophic decompression or an electrical fire. The truth, whatever it may be, likely lies hidden somewhere in the vastness of the Indian Ocean. Until the wreckage is found and the black box is recovered, the mystery of MH370 will likely endure, a haunting reminder of the unknown depths that surround us. The story of MH370 is far from over. It remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of our time. It's a story that continues to captivate and confound, a puzzle waiting to be solved. Each piece of evidence, each new theory, adds another layer to this complex enigma. While the official search may be suspended, the quest for truth continues, fueled by the tireless efforts of investigators, scientists, and concerned citizens worldwide. Their dedication keeps the hope alive that one day, we will uncover the truth. Maybe you have a theory, a piece of information, or a unique perspective that could help shed light on this enduring mystery. Your insight could be the missing piece of the puzzle. Every voice, every contribution, brings us one step closer to understanding what happened on that fateful night. The collective effort of many can achieve what seems impossible. The disappearance of MH370 is a stark reminder that even in our modern world, there are still mysteries that defy explanation. It challenges our understanding and pushes the boundaries of our knowledge, but it also highlights the power of human curiosity, our relentless pursuit of truth, and our unwavering determination to never stop searching for answers. This drive is what keeps the investigation alive. Let's keep the conversation going. Engage with others, share your thoughts, and keep the dialogue alive. Share your thoughts, your theories, your insights. Every idea matters, and together we can make a difference. Together we can keep the memory of MH370 alive and continue the search for answers. Let's honor those lost by never giving up on finding the truth.